be here with y'all, with entrepreneurs. I am an entrepreneur myself. I run an education nonprofit. Started 7 years ago. We work with principals to help them support teachers better. And this year we will be at $25 million. And we have our very first board meeting in that room right there. And our mailbox was here at the Entrepreneur Center for 2 years. So I've heard the story, the pivots, the heart, the perseverance needed, and I think that is all so real, and I've lived some of that. But I'm here today to tell you about the Regenerate Fund. So it was 2020, and it was the aftermath of George Floyd's murder. And I was listening to a podcast about the GI Bill. And I heard really for the first time just how discriminatory the GI Bill administration was. And that was a bill that was really significant to my family's story. I mean, I heard my grandfathers when I was growing up talking about how it changed their life and the trajectory of our whole family. So I got to thinking, like, in monetary terms, how had I benefited from the access my family had to that? Like, literally, you know, I added up college and the first couple months of rent that my parents did help me with, and I really thought to myself in dollar terms, like, what did I benefit here from that I know was not something every family had access to? And came up with a figure there, and I was like, well, what would it look like for me personally to pay that forward in a way that would create more equity in our world? And I don't have that kind of money sitting around, so I couldn't do it immediately. But I did realize if I gave 10% of every paycheck I got towards it over the course of my life, it would add up to about what that was. So I called Shani Dowell, who I've known for a long time. I knew she had started the Twende, with many others, the Twende work, and we went for a walk. And I told her that this was something on my heart, something I was feeling called to do. And entrepreneurship had been such an important part of my family's story. It was part of how they built generational wealth. And so for me, the idea of investing in entrepreneurs was the way that I felt like I could pay that forward in the spirit of what had been given to my family. And so Shani agreed to kind of go on this walk with me. And last year we raised $70,000. This year we've raised over $100,000. And I'm committed to getting to the point where we're raising $1 million for this every year. Because it's what we need. And I commit to this out of a sense of reparation, not from a place of shame or guilt, from a place of hope, from a place that everyone should be able to have access to that. And we all know that early stage businesses face so many pitfalls, and some capital can really help. And many people ask their friends and family, right? They literally call it the friends and family raise. And it's like, that is not going to set us up for an equitable future. And so the idea of the Regenerate Fund is to serve as part of that in a way that is an investment that you don't have to pay back, because it is an investment from a place of belief. So that's why we call it a fund. It is a grant, but it is really an investment in the future of our city and in you all. And so I look forward to the day where we can give more money to more people, but we are where we are, and I love the diverse coalition of people that have all signed on to support this idea. So that's where this comes from. Thank you for everything you are doing, and I'll hand it back.